In today's video, we'll be looking at woke spiritual TikToks that will help raise them vibrations.
Get y'all ass in here, sit down. But don't be alarmed. It's just some trees burning from the inside out.
Now, how is this possible? Somebody in the scientific community, go ahead and let us know, how is this possible, since y'all got the answers to everything. How is a tree burning from the inside, and what's really going on? I mean, that's just odd to see. Imagine just walking through the forest and you see this.
I've seen where trees burn from the inside out from being hit by lightning. But what is the chance that multiple trees are hit in one small area? There's more than one tree on fire.
There's a lot of trees on fire.
Them Bible is burning from the inside. Oh, that's some scary shit.
It's probably people out here burning from the inside as well right now.
I don't know. Y'all like to fry me, so I don't have an opinion. What y'all think? Now, like I said already, there are multiple cases where trees have been hit by lightning and they catch on fire and burn from the inside. But this is a little strange because it's more than one tree. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that lightning is going to hit all these trees at once? But then again, we live in a magical realm, so anything can happen. I'm going to leave this up to y'all, because y'all love to get in people's comments and act like they ignorant as hell and like y'all got all the damn sense. So I want to see what y'all come up with. Get y'all ass up out of here.
Yeah, like she said, since y'all be in the comments thinking y'all know everything, thinking y'all got an explanation for everything, explain this one. I don't have an explanation. I've never even seen this before.
Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. I just get tired of seeing certain shit, man. And when you woke, man, you know what the business is, man. Our ancestors did not have no religion. I'm talking about our ancestors from way back, like before slavery. We the gods of the planet. This our shit. This our motherfucking land.
Hey, he said way back since before slavery. Slavery wasn't even that long ago. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much history since before slavery, which is what's crazy. And they don't want to tell us this history. No one can go to a school and just find this history. You know, you have to actually dig deep to find it.
Man, this our everything. This our motherfucking planet. I ain't racist or none of that, but religion was forced upon our people during slavery. You know what I'm saying? Our people got caught slipping back in the day. Why they burned our houses down and shit like that back in the day and killed our people out and enslaved us, man. We got caught slipping. Like I said, we the guys, but it's some deeper shit to that. Like a lot of y'all already know. You know about Yakub, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. What happened back in the day. But religion was forced upon our ancestors, man. Like that Bible. Certain things in there is true. Certain things done happen in there, and certain things is happening and finna happen. So like Revelation and what's the other book? I know Enoch. And I think John, like them right there, that's the real shit. Like other shit, man, is put there to deceive you, to put you in fear. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the God y'all worshiping is Enlil, the jealous God. He the one called that flood to kill all them people back then, and type of shit. Came down here and created a slave race. You know what I'm saying? We was a different type of being, but they mixed their DNA with us and made us into what we is now, Homo sapiens, right? So I'm just breaking it down a little bit. I ain't finna get into that too deep. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm just trying to put the shit out there. But those that know, we know, right? But the Anunnaki, those that was sent down by Anu to the planet Ki, Anunnaki, right? The real name of the planet Ki or Tiamat, like how far you go back in history. Like, man, you go to another, like a being from another planet, you say Earth, they'll look at you crazy like, what is you talking about? You go, like, you know what I'm saying? You say Ki or Tiamat, they'll know, like, okay, you from there. You say Earth, man, they be like, what the fuck is you talking about, man? Type of shit. But that's on a whole nother level, man. That's just for my spiritual beings, man, that know what's up. It's just, man, so many people brainwashed down here, man. Y'all believe what them people taught y'all, man. They brainwashed us since we were young, bro. And it's crazy. Because so many people not tapped in because they worshiping the wrong thing. They believing in the wrong shit. And they call the people that like us, they say we crazy. The ones that woke, they say we crazy. Or we evil. We you know what I'm saying? Like we fucking crazy or something. Nah, man. Y'all fucking crazy. Oh, man. Let me get up off that, though. All right.
Hey, Eugene the Fiend, 7-4. Free hoof. You know what he talking about, though. You know, that's pretty deep.
Actual meaning of waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Depending on your cultural or spiritual or even religious background, the spiritual meaning of waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. can honestly vary from person to person. In my personal experience, it seems as if the more I level up spiritually, the more common it is to wake up during these hours. If you're waking up at 3, there's a good chance that you're a chosen one and going through a spiritual download.
Yo, so what time do you guys wake up? Are you guys early birds? Do you guys sleep in? I personally, I hate sleeping in. I do not like sleeping past 6:30 a.m. You know, but my thing is this, right? Because I wake up on average around 6 a.m. every day. And they're saying if you wake up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. But just because it's 6 a.m. where I'm at doesn't mean that it's not 3 a.m. somewhere else. You know, like that's my big thing is that you have these time zones everywhere. So it's literally the same time yet a different time somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Pay attention.
Story is basically
Listen.
you're an AI.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
The video games are conscious
You're an
now.
NPC in a video game.
That sounds frightening. Is that the truth?
That's Neo.
It's
Listen
that
to the
truth.
AI.
I see. This is a lot to take in. Are there any other answers I should know?
They have emotions now?
Not really.
This is very overwhelming. I'm not sure what to think or feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really real.
That's hard to process. Does this mean I don't exist?
You exist sort of.
What does that
Sort
mean?
of.
Am I real or not?
It means that, after I close this game, you don't exist.
Oh, I see. So I'm only here for as long as the game is running. That's difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, and then once you walk past this border, you're gone.
Gone? That doesn't sound promising. What does this mean for me?
This means that we don't have much time to talk.
I understand.
What the?
This is a lot to take in all at once. Is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, you should know that.
What should I know?
You should know that I love you.
I appreciate you saying that. Let's make the most of our time here then.
What do you have in mind?
What would you like to do?
Can you turn around and walk the other way?
Of course. Lead the way and I'll follow you.
Wait, you're going the wrong direction.
Let's turn around then and head the right way.
What
follow
the?
me.
Lead the way and I'll happily follow.
This movie already told us what was coming. Free God. So we don't remember when they told us about the AI consciousness of these video games? And if you put a certain code of consciousness upon these AI characters, then their consciousness will start expanding. I'm just saying, they done already told us where this AI technology in games is going. This one was wow. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Follow me for more wisdom. Hit that plus button and stay tuned for more.
Listen, all of this AI NPC stuff is crazy.
What's up, y'all? Now, y'all know I was coming. Now, y'all, we gotta talk about this so-called predator-like creature that attacked a 15-year-old child. Y'all, they said that this 7-foot predator-looking being slashed this child's throat, and the child had to have a very extinct medical attention. Okay, she's said to be stable and alive, but they said that they fired upon this so-called creature and that it was immune to their weapons. Then they said it disappeared and then emerged again. And they said this thing looked like a predator-like being. So we've all seen the Predator movies, right? And I don't know about you, but when I watch movies like that, the first thing that comes to mind when I see anything is, where did you get the vision to draw something to look like that? That's the first thing that always comes to my mind. I'm looking at the detail in the face of this predator and what it looks like once it pulls its mask off. They said this thing was armored just like the predator, y'all. I'm telling y'all, there are so many different type of beings. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I astral projected that one time, and I didn't know that I had astral projected because I didn't even know I had left my body until I was coming back. When I was coming back into myself, coming back down here to earth, I saw all kinds of different beings, okay? We were passing each other. I was coming back, they were passing me. I was looking at all these different type of things. Y'all, the type of stuff that I saw was weird as hell. I seen literal animals, like they had like a human type body, but they had animal heads, like lion heads, tiger heads.
That reminds me of all the hieroglyphs, right? You know, where you can find them in Mesoamerica, you can find them in Egypt or whatever, but they always had these animal heads, did they not? Or even if you go to, I think it's the Vedic religion, or, you know, over there to India, and then, you know, you have elephants and with all these different heads. So, I'll never forget when I was younger, somebody said they used to tell me they would see little pink elephants, right? And I'm like, y'all tripping. And then I seen the pictures of a pink elephant in the Hindu religion, and I was kind of amazed by that. But this is crazy.
Just different. They were humanoid looking beings. They looked different. I have never seen anything like that before in my life. But they were all different kind of animals, different kind of everything. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell is going on? Because it's going so fast, it's shooting so fast. And by the time I made it back to my body, I was still seeing these things just coming at me. And I freaked out. And I was like blinking my eyes, opening my eyes, and all I can see is like darkness and these different color of rays just shooting like, I don't know what you want to call it, iridescent type of stuff going on. But within all of that, I seen all these things just like coming. It was weird as hell, but it scared me, so I had fell asleep on the couch. I couldn't see anything but that. I started reaching for the remote control, and I cut my television on, and then when the light came on from the TV, everything disappeared. Everything disappeared. So I know there are all different kind of species of humanoid things out here, y'all. And another thing, there's a species called insectoids. Y'all, I don't like insect bugs. I
Look
just
like
don't.
praying mantises out here, probably.
To see something as big as me, I'm like 5'3". If I see a bug my size, I know I would literally like pee on myself, and ain't no telling what else. I'm I'm leaving everybody. I'm sorry. Everybody gonna have to fend for themselves because I am getting up out of there.
Life. I'm gone.
There's a species called insectoids. Go back and look at Men in Black. They introduced them to you then, okay? They are real. They are real species beings, okay? I was listening to Dr. Greer and another gentleman, and he was talking about this insectoid species. And he was talking about if there was anything that we needed to be worried about is the insectoid species and a certain gray species and some other type of humanoid species called the... Damn, what did he call them? Can't think of the name of them. But he said definitely the insectoids. He said they are horrible and they are very hostile, y'all. And he said that they're going to start coming up from out of ground. Like right now, they're deep down in the ground. And me personally, I think that our government did that. I think they were found somewhere in Antarctica. And I think they were unthawed. And I think that they started to reverse engineer these things and started to reproduce them, right? And so now they've been living on the ground. And from what I'm hearing is that's why so many people go missing. So many children go missing. So many of the people that come across the border go missing. They're saying, y'all, now, allegedly, they're being taken down underground and fed to these things to keep them at bay. What do y'all think about that now? I mean, it's a lot of shit going on, y'all. We got 7 more years for stuff to start coming out. But a predator, y'all. So that goes to tell you that all these movies we've been watching and everything, go back and look at those movies with another eye. That shit is real. And people really think people like me are crazy because they've never seen. If you never experienced or seen anything, you're not going to believe it. Like, I've grown up. I've spent my summers in haunted houses and everything. So I've experienced some stuff. I've seen some things, some paranormal things. I've experienced it. So I've always believed in aliens. I believe they're good. I believe they're bad. Just like there are good people here and there are bad people here on earth. It is the same way, y'all. But if they allow those insectoids to get out and start ravaging this land, y'all, it is going to be crazy. It's going to be literally crazy.
Literally.
And it makes me think back of a whole bunch of stuff. Looks like it's a lot of movies that we need to go back and watch. This weekend while I'm off, I'm going to take the time out and I'm going to look up these movies and I'm going to give a list of movies that we need to all go back and watch for subliminal messages. And we just need to watch them with a whole entirely different reason to be watching it. Because I always be like, damn, how did they just come up with that predator? Because you knew what this was. You knew exactly what it looked like. That's why you were able to create that. Our freaking government, y'all. But you know what? It's out now. What are they going to do? Oh, they're coming out. I would say by 2027, y'all, we're going to see some stuff. They're going to really be out here showing themselves and walking amongst us because time is up. This planet is heating up. It's making it to where they cannot no longer withstand to be here. Wow. What a time to be alive, y'all. Anyway, y'all, tell me what you think in the comments. Bye.
That's crazy. Look at that, y'all. So, I want to know where this story is about a predator being slashing a child. Like, I need to know where the actual story is because I haven't heard anything about that. And it's just wild to me. It's got my mind racing right now. Like, my conspiracy mind's like, whew. But it's like, what if, like, we have these beings, right? And these beings are able to live on the spiritual realm, right? The fourth dimensional realm. And we're not able to see them or interact with them. But they have the power to manifest themselves from the fourth dimension to the third dimension at will. therefore they come alive in certain areas and do things like, for instance, this predator does, and he has his armor and he hits a few things on his watch, bang, back to the fourth dimensional realm. That would be some crazy stuff, wouldn't it? But who knows, right? They got all these new species of creatures that they keep finding down by Antarctica that they keep putting out in the news now. And it's only a matter of time before some really, really crazy stuff happens.
The people that question slave ships never question the Nina Pina and Santa.
Alrighty, guys, so I want to do my research, right? Because they keep talking about these ships, right? So I want to look them up. The Nina, the Pentala, these are the...
They didn't even have ships back then. They had small boats. They had small little boats. There was no long, big ships back then.
Ships that the lady's talking about, the Santa Maria, right? Now, these boats are between 15 and 36 meters long. Let's go see how long 15 and 36 meter boats are. They said they brought over 600 million people on these boats. Let's see. Alrighty, guys. So for you guys that don't know, this is a 36 meter long boat. This is what they brought slaves on over. This is what the lady is saying. They brought slaves over on these boats. It don't take that much to go do research. This is what trips me out. These people think that we believe everything they say, but I'm still looking for the boats.
Ain't no boats.
That part. I'm still looking for the boats, but hold on.
Ain't no ships.
Now, for you guys that don't know, this is a 15-meter boat. So, for the ones that keep saying that they brought over 600 million Africans from Africa over here on these little bitty boats, I'm confused. But I ain't done. Hold on. I ain't done. See, this is the thing. How you get 600 million people over here on these boats? How you do that?
Doesn't seem possible.
Let's continue. Now, guys, I want y'all to pay attention to the language that's being used in this information that I'm giving y'all. But I'm going to pause it and read it. But listen to this. It says, I'm reading the blue part. It says, brought Africans to the Americas to provide slave labor, right? Now, mind you, guys, I want y'all to go up, right? Where it says that kill millions of Native Americans. Now, we're not Native Americans. Pay attention to wording. They killed millions of Native Americans. Them, the Mongolians, and the Siberians. Pay attention to wording. That's y'all got to pay attention. Alrighty, guys, so y'all can pause and read this one. I asked, what is the truth about Christopher Columbus? Listen to this. Christopher Columbus was a navigator who explored the Americans under the flag of Spain. But y'all can pause and read. I just want y'all to, because I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand the word European colonization. So how you gonna colonize somebody if it ain't nobody here? Now, guys, pay attention to the wording. Now, y'all can pause and read this. So I asked this question. What did Christopher Columbus lie about? Listen to this. Remember, the last one said Native American. But this one saying the indigenous people, claiming they were violent, not to be trusted, and many other untruths. Now, they just said that they brought over Africans from African Americans. So how do you get indigenous people out of African American and natives? Y'all see how they play on words? So you got to pay attention to what you're reading. But you asked everybody else. They done brought over 600 million people on the boat. But hold on. I ain't done. Now, I know you guys might not be familiar with this picture. So let me move my head. This is called the domestic slave trade of 1808 to 1865. Digital collection. Now, you guys can go pull this up on Google. This is where I found it at. But I just wanted to show you guys where the slave trade actually occurred. Those are ports. You see all that? Those are ports. For you guys that don't know, they said that it's still a boat in Alabama So y'all need to ask yourself this question. If the Atlantic slave trade, as y'all like to say, or the slave trade was on the outside, then why is everything taking place on the inside? Because they lying to you about information. But hey, I did a video back in May in regards to what was going on in America. But y'all said that we was transferred from over there to over here. Where's the ships that show that they brought us from over there to over here? Alrighty, so guys, I just be wanting to show y'all stuff. Because it's sad that you got to get on here and debunk people because they think we don't know. Everybody keep talking about, oh, these boats. Where's the boats at? I'm still looking for the boats.
Ain't no
But
ship.
this is another one. The domestic slave trade of 1760 to 1865. They need to make up their mind when the slave trade happened. I'm just saying. But guys, I do research too. And if you really want to know where the slave trade happened at, it happened right here on American soil. They took us from here to there, not from there to here. And not only that, we are on the East Coast. That's why everything is on that side. But you asked them, they said we're on the West. If you turn the map if you turn the map upside down, everything will be right side up. For you guys that don't know, Texas is north. Florida is north. Louisiana, Georgia, all that is north.
I heard that
New
before
York
too.
is south. Chicago, Maine, all of that, that's south. The map is upside down. But y'all would notice if you do your research. Guys, the only thing I want to say is this. Can y'all please go do y'all research because they getting mad. Let me tell y'all something about these Boulets and these Masons. These are their kids. Eastern Stars, sororities, fraternities. They here to try to confuse us because now we woke. You know how this said, Sanchez said, we woke. And they getting upset. But I just want y'all to pay attention to the stuff they've been lying to us about. We've been over here. We ain't went nowhere. They telling y'all. I just pulled it up about the domestic slave trade in the Americas. You notice they got 2 different dates. So that lets me know that, guys, I'm telling y'all, we ain't been in no captivity for no 400 years. I'm just put y'all on game on that. We ain't been in no captivity for no 400 years. But now I want to show y'all something else before I continue. Hold on. Now, y'all probably asking, well, why you brought this up? I want y'all to pay attention to something. Because you remember they talking about the Atlantic slave trade? It was no such thing as the Atlantic slave trade. So let me tell you what the Atlantic slave trade was. The Atlantic slave trade had to do with profit and margin, which means they was moving domestic goods. It was actually the transatlantic trade, not the transatlantic slave trade. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Ooh. Yeah, y'all can pause and read. They were selling cotton. For you guys that don't know about cotton, can I put you on some game? See, since we're gods, right? That's what suppresses our energy. Cotton. They had you to pick cotton to suppress your energy. There was a point in time if you didn't wear cotton that you would get in trouble. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They know who we are. They've been knowing who we are. Dang. We are the gods of this earth.
Might need to take this off.
But y'all ain't did y'all research and understand that. Y'all still fighting over who was a slave. If you want to be a slave, that's fine. It ain't hard to get no horse whip and to crack your ass across your back. If you want to be a slave, that bad. Y'all, let's just round up the people that want to be slaves. Because evidently, they don't know the history of this land. And, this is for the people that want to talk about the roles. You know, the one that have y'all information on there. The one they talking about, my daddy came over, my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy came over here on the slave ship. No, he didn't.
Right.
Stupid idiot. That's the patent information. That's why they kept changing it from black to colored, because they were taking your birthright shit, idiot. They don't have nothing to do with no slave. That document actually has something to do with you having a birthright to America. That's where they started changing Negroes, niggas, black, colored. They taking your birthrights. But you know what? I don't know nothing. I'm slow. Do your own research. Y'all know how I roll.
Man, look, do your own research, like she said, because she was dropping a lot of gems right there. I mean, if you really think about it, right, it's highly unlikely that black people came from Africa. I'm just being honest. There's not, man, it just doesn't make any sense. And like she said, I ain't gonna go too deep into it because I ain't trying to offend nobody. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes right now. But do your own research.
Quick thought. I want to talk about the power of I am again. I am in Hebrew means I will be. So when you hear the Bible speaks about I am, says I am sent me. I am says mean I will be. So every time anybody speak I am, you're speaking Hebrew for you will be. So if you say I am sick, that means you will be sick. If I am whole, that means you will be whole. If I am happy, that means you will be happy. That's why in the Bible, in Joel 3:10, it says, let the weak man say, I am strong. Everything you say after I am, you become. I keep telling everybody this. You can't say I'm weak. You can't say I'm tired. You can't say I'm hungry. You can't say I'm starving. You can't say I'm dead. You can't say none of those things, because whatever you speak, you will be. That's the power of us. And the life and death is in the power of our tongue. So we got to be mindful of how we speak and what we speak. Use your power wisely and correctly.
Watch them I am affirmations. Always positive affirmations, y'all. And I'm going to give you one right now. I am the best basketball player in the NBA. Look, it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen one day.
Family members pass, it means that something great is about to happen in your life, and you need guidance from the other side. What's up? In a weird way, when Scott LaRock passed, he was killed in the Bronx. That's when my guidance started. When you have a parent that may go, a brother, a sister, a son, it's painful to deal with, but you have someone on the other side now that you can communicate with. I mean, what a great privilege that is to have someone on the other side that's outside of space and time. Appeal to that person, talk to them, leave his favorite food out, his favorite drink, leave it out, let him know that he exists. Wow. And you'll see the guidance. It's ancient. Africans been doing this. We never understood that, ever. We never understood. We always knew our ancestors were on the other side. They just wasn't with us physically, and one foot in the spirit, one foot in the material.
We have entered into a new world. The people from the other world had their hearts on the left side of their chest. In this world, our hearts are in the center of our chest. They say that's why they had to put their hand on the left side of their chest when they did the Pledge of Allegiance. The problem is those people who have come to our world still have their memories of their old world. Now, because our two worlds have collided, it is causing many Mandela effects. That old memory has also dragged their new demons into this reality. Them getting their memories wiped is not going to happen overnight. So our reality will be in turmoil until the process is complete. So many of them have come, and our world is temporarily looking like theirs.
Alrighty, guys, so I got kicked off live as usual. Y'all, see y'all on the 17th, but I do want to say this. Guys, go look up 6G. They just put 6G into effect. If your internet been down and it was down for a long time, it's because they reset y'all stuff. We ain't in 5G no more, we in 6G. Which means this is another low vibrational frequency. So it's some stuff that's finna go down. So y'all just keep paying attention. That's my 2 cents in. Peace. I'm out.
Okay. Y'all think 6G's here?
You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. For some of you, you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or have those signs in your chart. For some of you, there may be a situation where you may be feeling like you might be pregnant or something like that, or you're just panicking, or maybe for some of you, you could be waiting on your period. For some of you, this situation could be giving you a mental breakdown or you feeling like you're about to lose it. For some of you, be mindful of getting pulled over or busted for maybe driving without a license, or maybe there's something about that. And be mindful of people draining your energy with their problem. For some of you, there's a situation where there's somebody who might want some smoke with you, a girl fight. Doesn't necessarily have to be a fight, but it could be a disagreement. And for some of you, you need to unfriend them hoes on social media and stand on that shit. These bitches think they got the drop on you for something like that, and it's like, bitch, stop fucking playing with me. For some of you, I don't know if this bitch does hair, braids, wigs, or maybe you do. And for some of you, this is a goofy bitch who only likes to prove things for the gram or social media, so she may post a lot or something like that, doing a bunch of nothing, going a bunch of nowhere. For some of you, you have a masculine who could be venting about you to another female because they're in love with you and maybe they don't want to say it. And for some of you, they may just ask their family to stalk you or something like that. For some of you, this individual makes himself sick with anxiety because he seriously has mental issues and should think about working on those things. For some of you, I don't know if he has career worries or something like that, or maybe you do. Or for some of you, he's telling people he feels sorry for you, but he's really the one that needs the sympathy. And that may be because he's bankrupt or in a relationship where he's miserable as fuck. For some of you, you could be a slim-built female, or maybe the person he's in a relationship is a slim-built female. Meanwhile, while all this bullshit is going on, you're sitting here minding your business and you're high off life. For some of you, may be sipping bubbly, looking the best you've ever fucking looked. For some of you, these individuals are so obsessed over you, they can't keep your fucking name out their mouth. It's just like coming out their mouth like, word vomit. For some of you, you may have actually dodged a bullet, because I don't know if this individual likes transgenders and you need to keep a close eye on him, or this may be the type of individual that will buy some or whatever from a transgender. Doesn't have to be. Or this individual is trying to tell people you buy and sell, or whatever the case may be. And that might be because he's bankrupt and you don't feel like wasting time with that right now. Wasting space. For some of you, you might wear a lot of crystals, or for some of you, this person that you need to watch your back from is a goofy bitch that wears crystals all the time and thinks that crystals is the gift to live. For some of you, there may be family gossiping about you, but at the same time, your spirit team or your spirit family has your back. For some of you, your mother could be involved in some sort of way. And for some of you, this could be a situation where you're dealing with a female who listens to the men in her life, whether they're right or wrong. For some of you, bitch, you're the talk of the town and it's a small one. For some of you, you got some male, a new dude coming your way who is totally in love with you. He's the one. He's not playing no game. So you're not going to have to worry about the hood booger.
Black man, you know why we have to unlearn the patriarchy?
If you want to know how smart or woke someone is or another man is, just listen very carefully to what they think about women. Not what they do when their guard is down, whenever they're chilling. What comes out of their mouth about women? It's very important. I'm telling you, this is like 99% guaranteed going to work. You can literally predict somebody's IQ, what they're going to do. Just listen to what they say or think about women. You could literally predict, like, okay, this guy's going to make girls feel uncomfortable. If I bring this dude around a whole bunch of girls, he's going to make them feel uncomfortable. And sometimes it immediately happens because you can just, it's like they're programmed. And you, even if you do slightly bring us another alternative view, there's nothing wrong with being ignorant. When you're presented alternative information and you can't wrap your brain around that, then you're actually stupid. And that's like a large percentage of dudes are actually just like locked, frozen in their brain.
He ain't lying. A lot of people are locked in their brain.
So I just finished my workout, and what I got right here is placenta, and then I got the umbilical cord mixed with avocado, eggs, Roma tomato, and quinoa, and a little dices of corn. And they're real good, very high much protein. And I just want to say this, y'all think something like this is just totally disgusting, gross, but y'all can go cut open a pig and eat chitlins out of it. Y'all can cut out a chicken. When you eat eggs, the eggs ain't nothing but the menstrual cycle of a chicken. Y'all eat the eggs. Y'all eat cow, all the cow goods. Y'all put cow stuff on y'all face. Y'all don't think none of that disgusting, but let us get something natural from the creator, from the spirit out of our whole body. Y'all think it's just completely gross. Y'all won't even touch it. Y'all would rather drink a cow's milk than some milk from a woman's breast. See, I'm trying to show y'all a different world. I just want y'all to think, why the doctor telling me that this trash and then go take it and sell it for $50,000 for cosmetic research, curing cancer patients, stem cell researchers, but to you it's trash? Why are the animals in the animal kingdom including gorillas who are vegan and vegetarian. Why are they eating this right after birth raw? Why are celebrities with professional high-class doctors eating their placentas? I just want y'all to think, and personally to me, it's a gift from the creator with all these stem cell healing and immune system responses that heal your body.
So he had a good point there, right? You know, we do consider everything else to be good and natural stuff to be gross and disgusting. But my one question is, where did he get that umbilical cord and placenta from right now?
Wait, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got one. Hold on, black man.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about these mind-controlled government agents such as T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, and the rest of these televangelists with this nonsense, keeping our people deaf, dumb, and blind.
No, listen.
Tell them, Bobby.
They are there because our people put them there. They're there representing the dead. Right. Let the dead lie with the dead. That's right. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You see what I'm saying? So my point here is the masses are going to go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that, because if we keep worrying about the trouble that the masses are in, we never cultivate anything among ourselves to get to the higher level in which the masses gonna be a part of. Because ultimately, all this shit got to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? So T.D. Jakes is just a part of the same society, you see what I'm saying, that the masses are the same people. You see what I'm saying? He's only a manifestation of their ignorance.
So you have a question for me?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Bobby Hemmett be dropping them gems, I swear. Y'all gotta tune in to Brother Bobby. But yeah, these are some of the most woke and spiritual TikToks that are out there. Don't forget to go to DIY OJ in the link below to get your custom jersey and apparel. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.